Well, howdy, hello, and good afternoon. Jewel here with the J7409 Tropical Update for you. Hey everybody, do me a favor. I'll go ahead and get this out of the way because some changes are occurring, okay? Right now, please don't forget to subscribe. Click the J7409 Weather Ensemble in the bottom right-hand corner. Click that bell and then check off all to make sure you get all my latest videos. Share this information with your friends, your family, and on your social media. Please do this to help me keep people aware and safe, okay? And give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate that too. But we do have some things going on. Looky here, looky here. It was yellow, then it was orange, and now it is red. Well, we're going to talk all about this, and I'm going to get it all coming up for you in just about 10 seconds. One thing we have to always remember, this is tropical stuff. It can change. Remember, it can change, and that it has indeed today. You know, earlier I said in the last video I put out, it would need 48 hours. And if it didn't turn into something within that 48 hours, it wouldn't happen. Well, it's going to happen. It looks like it really is going to happen. We might even have an Arlene. I'm not saying we're going to, but we might. So I put a big picture up of the Goes East 13 band so we can see everything going on. Everybody in the island areas, yes, you have some moisture headed your way. It's going to go over. One of our friends from Trinidad, Tobago area said they'd been getting rain, and you're going to be getting some more, as you can see. Everybody up in these areas. Puerto Rico, you're not going to get anything, probably, maybe a little rain now and then, but you're going to be burning up with heat. Dominican Republic, you should be fine. Jamaica, you're going to be getting some rain, but it looks like it's just rain. You might have some gusty winds, but it shouldn't be too bad. In the Bahamas, yep, you're going to be getting rain, and you're going to be getting a lot more rain before this pesky Invest 91 gets out of everybody's way. Now, as we look right up here, here it is. This is the storm right here, and as you can see, it is looking like with the buoy and the sharp observations right where it's at right now, this area of low, just in the northeastern Gulf of Mexico, it's got a broad but a well-defined circulation. A well-defined circulation. Look at it. You can see how it's spinning around there? And it's got maximum sustained winds now. They're up. I'll tell you all about them in a moment. The shower and thunderstorm activity with it is also showing some signs of organization. And the waves have started to pick up to around 9 foot. Now, none of this is catastrophic, but it's building. That's the point. And it's the first day of hurricane season. How about that? Now, it looks like, so far as the seas go, the highest seas right now are in the northeast quadrant of this system, and that's where they always are. And environmental conditions are favorable for additional development. Now, if these trends continue, folks, a short-lived tropical depression or tropical storm is likely to form as soon as some point this afternoon or early evening. It's not going to take 48 hours. Now, it looks like it's just going to keep going over the northeastern section of the Gulf of Mexico through tonight, but begin a slow southward turn. It's going to move southward by tomorrow, starting by tomorrow. And then by this weekend, that's when it's going to get these unfavorable wind shear conditions, okay? And it's going to remain offshore over the Gulf of Mexico. Now, they still haven't set the Air Force Reserve Hunter aircraft up, but they are having it scheduled to investigate the system later this afternoon. They will be doing it at some point, but who knows when. Now, it's looking like the chance of formation into a tropical cyclone, that's a tropical storm, folks. Well, during the next 48 hours, It is high. For those of you who follow me, just a couple of days ago, I showed you where I thought this was going to go up north further, and I was using the WRF model. I keep telling you folks, don't concentrate on the GFS or the Euro. You have to put them all together, especially when it's not a full-fledged hurricane. Now, if it's a full-fledged hurricane, you can go by those models pretty well. Okay, but still you have to mix in all the other models to get their track. So this is the tropical edition, not the hurricane edition, but it shows up on both. But it's right here, and I'm just going to turn this on right quick, and you're going to see how fast, watch it, it's going to blow up. Right now the winds are sustained at 35, and it now has wind gusts of 46 miles per hour. Barometric pressure 29.74. Coordinates. Do you know where you live? Do you know your coordinates? Right now, 27.9 north, 86.4 west, located around 163 miles to the south-southwest from Panama City, Florida. You see how fast this thing blew up? And then when it gets down, it's going to start to disintegrate. The shear wind's going to get into it, plus we're going to have a high that's going to push it right on down into those shear winds, and that's what's going to break it up. But still, it's going to bring, within the next 72 hours, a lot of rain from the mid to northern Bahama area. Florida, all over the place, you're going to get rain off and on. Some of you places may even get 6 inches of rain before this little episode is all over with. Now, I know some of you need some rain, and I hope you get some of this. But if you get a lot of rain in a short period of time, especially 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 inches in a short amount of time, that's going to spell trouble. Because if your ground is already dry, it's going to not absorb it, it's going to run right off of it, and you are going to have a good chance of flooding, so be aware, okay? So this is what it's looking like right here. We'll go look at the track models. They finally got my favorite one up. Okay, my friends, here we go. They got my favorite up. I trust the TVCN model and all the models that go with it more than any other of the tracking models. Now, of course, this plays along with the WRF model, but this is just simply on tracking tropical systems. And right now, you can see, here it is. It's right up in here. It's going to move down south, just like it showed on the other map I showed you from that model. It's going to swing around, go up here first, then come back, go over close to Havana, circle around, come up in this, kind of make a little loop-de-loop. And that, when this happens, probably within the next day, day and a half, when it starts to move on down, that's when the Bahamas are going to get soaked, especially the northern, mid to northern Bahamas, and that's when this area of Florida will get their rain. Now, I will take this one off, and I put up all of it. I don't know if they will right quick. Here we go. Hoo-wee, look at here. We got one of them bringing it right just south of Tampa. I mean, just on the edge of Tampa. But most of them are coming down south, and I really think that's what it's going to do at this time. These are the early models. If we take them off, let's see what the late model cycle is looking like. Looking like mostly right in here. Yes, and a few have it coming across Miami and Naples and the Keys area here. But I don't think it'll be a bad tropical storm, but it don't take a bad tropical storm to flood everything. I had a tropical storm one time and had more flooding and rain than I did with some hurricanes. Be aware and stay prepared, just in case you start to get some water to build up. I'm telling you, Florida, this for your own good. That goes all the way up here, all the way down. This thing, we got to watch it. You know how it can change. Now, that's all the late models. But I really think that this one right here has probably a 90 to 99% chance of being correct. So we're going to go with that one. Okay, dokie, here we are over at the National Hurricane Center. Hey, folks, have you noticed I've been one step ahead of what they've put up for the last 3 days? It's amazing. It's amazing. I guess they don't want to say anything and it not happen. I'd rather say it and it not happen than not to say it and it does happen. Anyway, here we go. Looks like recent satellite data wind along with buoy and ship observations indicate the area of low pressure over the northeastern Gulf of Mexico has a broad but well-defined circulation, and I showed you that, and maximum sustained winds of 35 there. I think they're a little bit more than that actually, and it does have wind gusts of 46 now. Now, the shower and thunderstorm activity associated with this low is also showing signs of organization, and environmental conditions remain marginally favorable for additional development. If these trends continue, a short-lived, now listen to this, if they do continue, let's get it back down here, a short-lived tropical depression or tropical storm is likely to form as soon as this afternoon. I'm going to say maybe this afternoon, maybe this evening, or maybe in the morning. I'm thinking more in the evening time. Who knows? The way this thing's blowed up today, it's blowed up fast. Now, it's more than likely it's just going to go around this same area before it starts heading south like I showed you, okay? And by the weekend, the environmental conditions then they're going to be unfavorable because it's going to hit all that sheer wind. That high is going to squeeze the life out of it, and it's going to fall apart and go one way and then another way. And it's going to be rain, 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 rain. Now, it looks like by this weekend, all this stuff's going to become unfavorable, like I said. But it will keep moving southward, and likely it's going to remain offshore over the Gulf of Mexico. Now, I told you this also. The Air Force plane hadn't gone out yet. Looks like they're going to later this afternoon. Regardless of development, heavy rainfall could occur over points of the Florida Peninsula through this entire weekend. Now, you're going to have a lot of rain. I've already told you that. And you can see now we've gone from 20% to 50%, and now we got 70% in 48 hours and 70% in 7 days. We got to watch this, folks. You know how it is. It could turn into Arlene. Wouldn't that be something on the first day of hurricane season 2023? It might turn into Tropical Storm Arlene. It may just be a tropical depression right now. So this is what it's looking like. Everybody, you know the drill. You know what to do. Don't wait till the last minute to start, okay? Make sure you have your stuff in place now in case something comes along and you need it. I love you guys. Hey, thank you so much for watching and every single thing you do for me. Please share this and please stay safe. God bless you all. Have a good evening, a safe evening, and a blessed evening. And peace, love, and kindness to all. Thank you so much for watching.